Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back to another episode of The Gentle Path. As always, it's so good to have you here with me. Today, I want us to spend some time talking about something that might seem simple, but it's actually more nuanced than we often realize. How often should we shower as we age? This question might not come up too often in casual conversations, but it's an important one, isn't it? Many of us grew up in a time where daily showers were almost a given, a matter of routine. Yet our bodies change with age, and so too should the way we care for them. So let's reflect a little, shall we? Let's consider not just the how, but the why. What do our bodies really need to feel clean, healthy, and comfortable as the years go on? Rethinking daily showers. To begin with, let's talk about a myth many of us have lived with for years. The idea that we absolutely must shower every day. It's something we've been told over and over, but is it really true? You see, as we get older, our skin undergoes some significant changes. It becomes thinner and drier, producing less oil than it did in our younger years. Perhaps you've noticed it yourself, stepping out of a shower to find that your skin feels tight, itchy, or rough. It can almost feel like the water is taking something away rather than giving you that refreshed sensation. This happens because as we age, our protective skin barrier starts to weaken. That barrier is what helps hold in moisture and block irritants. When we combine hot water, daily soap use, and scrubbing, we're washing away the oils and moisture our skin desperately needs. If you've been feeling like your skin is drier than it used to be, this could be why. Something as simple as cutting back on showers, say to every second or even third day, can often make a big difference. In fact, dermatologists like Dr. Ellen Reston, a geriatric skincare specialist, often recommend that older adults reduce shower frequency to avoid overdrying. Instead, she suggests using lukewarm water and fragrance-free soaps to protect your skin. This doesn't mean you're giving up cleanliness. It means you're protecting the natural balance of your skin while staying fresh in a way that works for you. Looking at hygiene differently. Now, let's get practical. If you're thinking about adjusting your shower routine, you might wonder, how do I stay clean without a daily rinse? Well, here's a comforting truth. Not every part of your body builds up dirt or odor as quickly as others. Areas like your face, underarms, and groin tend to need more regular care, but the rest of your body can often do just fine with less frequent cleansing. For example, a quick wipe down with a warm washcloth can do wonders between full showers. I've heard from some of you, folks like Henry, who shared how using gentle cleansing wipes for his underarms on busy days kept him feeling fresh without the effort of a full shower. And let me tell you, if you've never tried moisturizing cleansers or even soaps designed specifically for sensitive skin, they can be an absolute game changer. They clean you up while leaving behind nourishing ingredients that keep your skin feeling soft, not stripped. The risks of overdoing it. I recently came across a story that emphasizes why moderation is so vital. Ellen, a retired teacher with eczema, loved starting her mornings with a hot shower. But over time, she found her skin becoming more and more irritated. Little cracks began forming on her hands and feet, a perfect entry point for infections. What she didn't realize was that her daily showering routine was exacerbating the problem. A shift in her habits, a softer soap, fewer showers, and tepid water brought her skin back to health. Sometimes it's not about what you add to your routine, but what you're willing to let go. And it's not just our skin we need to consider. Did you know that overshowering can disrupt the natural microbes that live on our skin? These beneficial bacteria play an important role. They help protect us against harmful infections. Too much washing, especially with antibacterial soaps, can upset this balance, leaving us more vulnerable than we might think. It's a humbling reminder that sometimes less really is more. Alternatives for comfort and mobility. Let's not forget about something many of us face as we age: physical limitations. Arthritis, balance issues, or recovery from surgery can make showers feel less like a daily ritual and more like a daunting task. For some of you, like Barbara, a retired nurse who wrote to share her story, a handheld shower head, a shower chair, or even just sponge baths on difficult days can be life-changing. Small adjustments like these can offer not only physical relief, but also peace of mind. For those dealing with conditions like dementia, where the act of showering itself can become confusing or distressing, flexibility goes a long way. Sometimes the kindest act is finding what works for today, without worrying too much about rigid routines. A caregiver might offer a warm washcloth or help with a sponge bath instead of insisting on a full shower. After all, it's not about following a rule book. It's about creating comfort and dignity. Staying fresh without the fuss. If a full daily shower simply isn't feasible or even desirable, there are wonderful alternatives that can work just as well. Dry shampoos are a practical option for keeping hair fresh without overwashing, particularly since frequent shampooing can strip away natural oils and lead to scalp dryness. Pair that with no-rinse body wipes or cleaning foams, and you've got an easy, gentle routine that supports both your hygiene and your skin health. Now let's talk about clothing briefly. It might surprise you, but changing into fresh undergarments, socks, and shirts daily can actually make a big difference in how clean you feel overall. And don't underestimate the emotional boost of putting on something that feels crisp and fresh. It's a small act that can brighten your day. Final thoughts. So, my dear friends, as we wrap up this conversation, I hope you'll take a moment to reflect on your own routines. Are they serving you well? Are there small tweaks you could make to feel more comfortable in your skin, both physically and emotionally? If showering less often feels like a big shift, think of it as part of giving yourself grace. Aging is a journey, and every step of it teaches us to listen more closely to what our bodies truly need. Remember, staying clean is about balance. It's about caring for your skin while honoring the changes that come with time. Whether you're showering less, switching to gentler products, or simply rethinking what hygiene looks like in this beautiful season of life, what matters most is your well-being and your comfort. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What does your hygiene routine look like these days? Have you found little tricks or tools that make life easier? Or perhaps you've got a story of how changing your routine brought unexpected benefits. Share your thoughts, because your voice is a cherished part of our community here. Until next time, stay well, stay kind to yourself, and remember, you are loved.